Hey, welcome back to the Water Boys podcast. I'm Ben Shockley here with Yousef and Mia, last name. I can't pronounce it. Welcome back. We took a week off over Thanksgiving, and we're back in the stew. So, guess I'll just ask you guys, Mia, how was your Thanksgiving?
Mine was good.
Did you go back to your homeland?
I did go back to California. It was chill. Good weather. Came back here and it was snowing, so that was an adjustment.
Has it ever snowed in your hometown?
It has once. A very long time ago, when I was like 8. So.
What was that like?
It was like ice, hail, snow. It wasn't like the soft powdery stuff.
Did you get a snow day?
I wish we got hot days. When it's like too hot to go outside.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I wish we got, because I don't want to go to school when it's 101 degrees outside.
Well, did you get school off when fires tore through your town?
The high school
I don't know why I'm laughing about that.
Well, the high school near me got evacuated. My high school didn't get evacuated because I didn't go to school by my house. So, because the back of my house is all like brush and it could easily start fire.
That's got to be crazy, like having earthquakes and fires as just like occurrences.
Let's just say
that doesn't happen
being a
here.
homeowner is very expensive because you have to have insurance on everything. So that's just. What do you have to have insurance here? Tornado insurance, maybe?
No.
Floods, I guess.
Flood.
I don't know.
Landslides?
Blizzard. I don't know what a blizzard does when it's really bad. I don't know.
You get trapped inside.
How was your Thanksgiving, you said?
It was good. I like spending time with the family always, but I don't like when the Lions lose stupid freaking games.
And
they lost a stupid game, so that sucked.
Their stats on Thanksgiving aren't good though, so.
They're awful.
Historically, so history.
The gibbous, the waning or waxing gibbous moon.
0-13 on a waxing gibbous night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucked.
This is an astrology podcast now. We're gonna figure out why that is.
But no, we'll bounce back this week. Hopefully, Jameis Winston plays or Derek Carr. Either the Saints of New Orleans will go down there and play in the Caesars Dome. Isn't that what it's called these days?
I thought it was called the Mercedes Superdome.
No more.
I don't think it is. Yeah, I think it's the Caesars Sportsbook Superdome now, or like Caesars Superdome. I think it's still Superdome. No, I don't know.
I just know.
Yeah, I think it's Caesars Superdome. Not maybe. I don't know. Who knows?
Either way, the Superdome.
Yeah. Eagles got it. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say is the last time they played in the Superdome that game where Stafford got sacked in the end zone like twice and they lost like 50-something to like 30.
Was it the play?
Is that the most recent game they played in the Superdome?
I can't remember. We haven't played there in a while to that point. I remember there was a game where we won where Golden Tate took back that Golden Tate had like a really long touchdown and then Marvin Jones had like a one-handed grab. I remember that game, but can't remember the most recent time we played them.
The only reason I know how the Saints are doing is because there's a person who plays on the Saints and they're like super big on TikTok. They're like famous on TikTok.
Taysom Hill?
Is that who he is?
No, I have no idea. I'm asking.
I don't know, but he plays for the Saints. Like he's an active person. He's not just like a sideliner. He actively plays. Not to be like mean to people who are on TikTok and they're not on the active roster, but.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Where is that? Isaac
I
Rochelle?
No,
is the other TikTok guy that's not on an active roster.
He just got released, I think. I think the guy you're talking about is like his name is like Juwan, maybe. Juwan Johnson.
Juwan Johnson.
I don't know.
There we go.
Oh, the tight end?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was big on TikTok.
Oh yeah, his wife's huge on TikTok. And they have a podcast together, which is really funny.
Oh, he's on my Dynasty fantasy team.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know he was TikTok famous. I gotta update his nickname.
He just had a daughter. They just had a daughter.
Good for them.
Good for him.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the only reason I know what's happening with the Saints because they're not very good.
Well, if they won last week, they would have been first in the NFC South, but they are now second, I believe. I think they're 5-6. I might be wrong. They're somewhere around there. They're around 500.
Okay, well, Ben, you went to the Thanksgiving Lions game. You actually physically were there. So
I was physically there, unfortunately.
Tell us your experience.
So before the game, super awesome. We got to my uncle's bar at like 9 a.m. maybe, and then hung out there for a few hours with, really, really good service when you're at your family's bar. You don't wait long for drinks. So we get to the stadium, get to our seats and all that. It was all fun until the game started. And then, just a really disappointing game, really tough to watch as someone who's rooting for the Lions. I had Packers fans in my family with me and wasn't super pleased with them. But it's all good. I think, to be honest, I don't know if I'd ever want to go as a fan again. Like, I've heard the Thanksgiving spread is incredible in the press box, so I'd love to work a game at Ford Field on Thanksgiving. But as a fan, like, at least my family just did it wrong because after we left, like, we hung out at my uncle's bar for a little bit more, and then we went to Benihana. And so we ate Benihana on Thanksgiving and then drove home. And I didn't have Thanksgiving food. I didn't get a leftover sandwich. I'm deprived. I feel like Thanksgiving didn't really happen. Like, I just went to a football game. And
What time was it when the game was done over here?
it was like
3:30.
3:30,
Oh,
4.
you could have still had like.
We could, but we didn't make any food because we were like, well, we're gonna be in Detroit all day. We can't cook stuff. I think we could have found a way to get Thanksgiving food, but Benihana on Thanksgiving is not my favorite thing. Plus, you feel bad, or at least I do. You feel bad for everyone working, like to the point that it affected like how much I enjoyed my food. Like, I was like,
well, you never know how things would have been if the Lions won.
That's true, but I was like, I was really having trouble enjoying my food at Benihana with, looking at all the people who are serving and stuff. And I was like, dang, man.
That's true.
Like, I don't love my Thanksgiving, but at least I'm not working. But I felt so bad just being there, making them work. I don't know.
It's a very nice, empathetic point of view. Ben.
Yeah. I don't know. Still would have liked to get Thanksgiving food.
Yeah, well, I thought about that when I was like, oh, I can't. Because last year I had Thanksgiving here with my mom's family, and I had leftovers, and I ate all of it for 5 days. So, and then I realized I can't take Thanksgiving food with me. So I didn't really have leftovers either. So I was just like, oh, one and done.
Sad. Yeah. It's the worst because the Thanksgiving leftover sandwich is really the best part of Thanksgiving.
What do you mean? What do you
Well,
do?
other than seeing family and stuff
no,
like that.
What's the sandwich that you're referring to?
Have you ever had cranberry, turkey, and cream cheese?
Oh, cream cheese. Get out of here. Stop talking forever. Okay, take the dinner rolls from last night and you put down some turkey. Put down a little cheese if you want to. I don't usually do cheese. Put down some turkey, some cranberry, some gravy, some mashed potato, and am I leaving anything out? You can do green beans on there, but I don't like green beans, so I don't. Top of the dinner roll, or you can do it in the biscuits if you're a biscuit family. And you just throw that in the microwave for a minute.
Bada bing,
really
bada
good.
boom.
I like them open faced too, but that's, I don't know. I eat a lot of open faced sandwiches. My dad ate a lot.
Respect.
He says it's a Philly thing. I don't know. He's the only person I see do it. But you don't do a Thanksgiving open face sandwich or
I'm too picky of a
Thanksgiving
eater
sandwich
to
at
really
all?
dive deep into the
you
Thanksgiving.
don't mix them up.
I realized how picky you were last year when you were like trying to like figure out where to eat and stuff, and it's like
Yeah, I don't like to keep things simple. Like
you're a
even
chicken strips dude.
very much so, very much chicken strips, man.
You ever do like a turducken or
Do
anything?
you know what that is?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've heard of a turducken.
It's a
The turkey with the
chicken-
ham with the chicken, or
No. It's a chicken inside a duck inside a turkey, or a duck inside a chicken inside a turkey. I don't know the sizes of the
Yeah.
birds, but yeah. So it's that.
That's intense.
I think it was a John Madden thing.
I have seen the like whole thing during you know what do you call it, the NFL, like the NFL Thanksgiving game. They did like a whole promo about it. So I saw the turducken there, and I saw how the Bears didn't get it, or the Packers didn't get a turkey because Greg Olson.
Well, that's not the only reason.
Wait, why didn't they get a turkey? What's the Greg Olsen?
Greg Olson kind of violated the turkey in the press box with his hands.
However, Fox always makes 2 turkeys per game,
Mm-hmm.
and they had a backup turkey, but the backup turkey was seared with a Lions logo because they were expecting the Lions to win.
Oh my god!
So Greg Olson ate the one turkey or whatever, and then the backup turkey
Had a
Lions
Lions
logo on it. So Jordan Love was like the first winner on Thanksgiving in years to not get a turkey. I would be pissed if I was him. I felt bad for him. Like, you win on Thanksgiving, you get a turkey leg. That's what happened.
I questioned that because when the 49ers won, George Kittle
got
took
it.
the turkey and like ran off with it.
Yeah, I remember that. That was funny.
And I was like, oh, that's pretty hilarious. Then I realized
Really sucked.
they didn't
on
really get that.
Thanksgiving,
So
yeah. I had dreams about Jared Goff taking a big old bite out of a chick. I can't remember the last time I saw a Lions player eat a turkey.
Would have been 16.
Who did we play that year?
I don't remember.
Packers, I think maybe.
I was at the first loss in this losing streak. I was at the 2017 game, and then
Who's
I was
that
at this
against?
one. That was against Minnesota.
I've been to one on this losing streak.
well, anyways, Ben's team almost lost.
Almost.
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 We've been saying
That's
that for a while now.
That's the closest
Almost.
my team ever gets to losing, unless they play the
almost.
Jets.
They play the Jets.
I mean, honestly, like, does everyone get like that mad about are the Eagles that hated?
No, I don't care.
Because like I see,
I want them
thank
to
you
lose.
for not caring. I
I
appreciate
want them to
that.
lose like one game for the sake of like just
They've
evening
already
things
lost
out a
a
little
game.
bit. Not one, like I mean one more, like nine.
Oh.
And
Yeah, but
like,
they've only lost one, and everyone else in the NFL has lost at least 3.
yeah. So like one more just to make them like a 2-loss team. That'd make me a little more contempt. But
I know.
no, I'm not hating.
Okay, I just see
Jalen
so
Hurts
much
is-
hate. I see so much hate on Twitter towards the Eagles.
Yeah.
and like towards Jalen Hurts
just-
specifically.
I just saw a slew of Jalen Hurts memes where it's like this guy needs a hater and I'll gladly step up.
I
thought that was pretty funny.
was so happy though on the walk-off touchdown that it was a Jalen Hurts like non-QB sneak rushing touchdown, because that's what
Yeah, lately
Bills
I feel like
fans were
that's
saying
what
all
people
week.
have been crying about is that all his touchdowns have been off the QB sneak.
when Josh had his rushing touchdown in that game, there was a big Bills fan account that like tweeted, "That's a real rushing touchdown." And so I just liked seeing all the quote tweets of that one at the
Yeah.
end of the game when
They-
Hurts ran one in to win it.
They asked for that.
Yeah.
That was a good game though.
Yeah. No, that was an
That was a good
awesome.
What do you
It
think
was an
about
awesome
the
game.
Bills?
The Bills, they're so interesting, man. They can beat anyone. They can lose
They're
to
just
anyone.
not beating any. They can beat anybody, but they're not beating anybody.
The problem is they're so turnover prone, and I really just think that's Allen. I don't think Dorsey had anything really to do with it. Joe Brady's an awesome OC. The guy that replaced him.
Is that who's his OC right now?
Yeah.
Isn't he the guy who used to be Joe Burrow's OC at LSU?
Yep. He was there, and then I think he was on Rule's staff in Carolina.
He was.
And then now the acting Bills OC, or maybe he got the full promotion. But yeah, he called a really good game. I think they were more like they involved James. It felt like James Cook, and like the running game in general was more involved than usual. But there's just their offense needs someone other than Stephon Diggs. Like Gabe Davis is not a legit number 2.
He's not it.
No, he's so inconsistent.
Is Dawson Knox doing anything?
He's hurt.
Oh,
Yeah.
oopsies.
They've been had Kincaid playing a lot.
Oh yeah, that guy.
But yeah.
The Bills.
I think I wouldn't be shocked if they missed the playoffs. They're 6-6 now. But yeah, like I think they can beat anyone. I think they can lose to anyone, and I think it just all comes down to how clean of a game Josh Allen plays.
Are you scared of the Niners coming into town?
No.
Well, very good teams.
One very good team.
What do you think are the biggest holes in the 49ers that don't worry you?
So, yeah, I've been saying on this podcast all year, like, the 49ers are the best team in the NFL. But now that it's hate week,
all that's out the window.
Yeah. They whined and complained about not having a full roster, but you tried to block our best edge rusher with a tight end, and your quarterback suffered for it. So, yeah, I'm not super worried about it. I think the Eagles will be able to get good pressure. The O-line had probably its worst game of the year against Buffalo, so I'm interested to see how they stack up against, with Bosa and the rest of that line.
Chase Young,
yeah. So
should be interesting. Should definitely be interesting.
Could be a get right game for the O-line, and could be continuing. It was probably the worst I've ever seen the Eagles' offensive line look like in the last few years. Jalen got sacked like 6 times in the first half.
I hope it's just one of those games that lives up to the hype for the sake of NFL fans.
I hope it doesn't. I think it's we got another 38-7
Whomping
incoming with Nick Bosa benched after 1 quarter.
Jalen Hurts masterclass.
Yeah. Jalen's going to juke Nick Bosa out of his jock at midfield.
Should be interesting. Should definitely be interesting.
Okay, moving on.
I'm predicting 7 rushing touchdowns for Jalen Hurts.
Okay, Ben, state your opinion on DeVito before so we can.
On Tommy?
Yeah, because you had a opinion on him.
Look, it's fun. We can have our fun. It's okay. Let's just not get ahead of ourselves and start asking do the Giants have a new franchise quarterback? every time it was literally just DiNucci and DeVito. But when an Italian American quarterback comes in, everybody freaks out and loves it, and I
think
get it.
There's
it's
something
fun.
about the names that's a little polarizing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fun. It's fun, but let's not get ahead of ourselves and say he's the quarterback of the future, because he is not. No. I guarantee you.
I don't have anything else to add.
You don't have an opinion?
No, I think I just gotta say good luck to Tommy DeVito. I think it's fun what he's got going on, but yeah, you're gonna have to. No, I'm not. Do your thing.
Hey,
man.
if he becomes a full-time starter, I am happy to be wrong.
Be it.
Everyone will have a lot of fun, but I don't know. I think the Twitter discourse gets a little crazy when we get down to third-string quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I will say the internet was really loving him.
Oh yeah.
No, and he looks like I don't know.
He got a win. They won 10-7. It's not like he set the world on fire.
Who'd they beat?
The Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, did you guys watch what the ESPN or people were saying was the college game of the year? Did you watch them?
I watched it.
Ohio State, Michigan. I'm going to be real honest with you.
Oh.
Since I was on a different time zone, I forgot it was on early, and then I woke up and it was over. So
I watched it.
Wait,
cool.
I watched it. What? I want to figure out what time you woke up because it was a
The
noon
game would have
game.
ended at 12 for her.
Okay, so
Yeah.
noon.
no, because I woke up.
Jeez, sleepyhead.
That's me every day.
Yeah, you text me at 1 and go, "Oh, I just woke up," and I'm like, "The hell?"
I've been behind the 8 ball lately.
No, because usually that's like afternoon. Like you would think that's like a prime time.
Yeah,
type
but
of...
that's the way they do. It's like the tradition of it.
And then I was like, "Oh, the game's on," and then I googled it, and then I was like, "Michigan won." So I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, it was a great game. I thought that touchdown was an interception.
Did you?
I did.
I didn't.
Which touchdown?
The Roman Wilson one.
There was
I just didn't think there was enough jugulation movementation of the ball.
I just think, look, if you take the defender away, like he's not there, and that play ends up the same way, like Wilson goes to the ground, ball comes out, it's not a catch. It's an incomplete pass. You know? So like all of a sudden you put a defender there, and because he's not losing the ball because it's getting ripped out, all of a sudden it's different. I don't know. I think it's a close call.
Fair
and
argument.
I don't.
It's
Yeah.
a fair argument, but I would say like the football move was made before he got to the end zone,
Yeah.
which means as soon as he crosses the end zone, everything else is irrelevant. That was how I looked at it.
Yeah.
But I think that's also a good point that you make. But what can you
I
do?
don't. Yeah. No. I don't want to. I'm not saying that Ohio State lost because of the refs,
So,
but
do you think they're gonna win the national championship?
no,
Michigan?
no,
Yeah.
not at all.
They got to do it before.
They're not doing it.
They're not
If
gonna-
they do it, there's no point in me ever watching college football again. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't take that.
Why?
Their fan base will be. You think they're unbearable now? Oh my God, we could not have that. Like the amount
That's
of.
what I said last year, and when they lost last year, I was like, "Praise."
Oh my God, I was so happy. It saves like a whole off season of them just being loud and annoying, louder and more annoying than they usually are. I'm sorry, I don't like their Twitter fan base. I know a lot of good Michigan fans that I like as people, but the whatever Twitter personalities they have are just the worst.
You mean like their official Twitter or the fans?
The fans on Twitter. And I'm sure they say the same thing. MSU has terrible fans on Twitter
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Like
I wouldn't know.
it's
but-
the worst. Like MSU UM Twitter is the worst place on Twitter. It is.
Is it like Reddit where it's like just like dumpster fire?
Yeah,
situation?
it's
pretty much.
horrible to be on. It's like nobody's happy. Nobody can have credit for doing anything good. Like it's
Everything's rigged.
The
Everything's
worst.
messed
Everything's
up.
rigged.
Everything's, Harbaugh's innocent, Urban, MSU. Like,
it's
the agendas that are being pushed on that platform are wild.
it's unbearable. So I don't want them to win the national championship because it'll get worse.
What bowl games this year are the semi?
I don't know.
It's usually
Yeah.
always the Rose Bowl and the Cotton Bowl.
Well, it's not always the Rose Bowl.
Most of the time.
They switch. There's the rose, cotton, peach, sugar, and orange that it switches between.
Wonder what you could make with those ingredients.
That was so random.
Rose, cotton, peach, sugar, orange. Dude, take the cotton out of there and put some dough. That sounds like a nice little cobbler. Yeah.
All I know is the Cotton Bowl gets to play in a very nice stadium.
I should go on Rachel Ray. Make college football recipes.
Oh my god.
Shout out Martha Stewart. Didn't she do that?
Oh yeah. Did I use the wrong one? Should I go on Martha Stewart?
I don't know.
I don't know the morning breakfast
Anyways,
creation game.
in MSU news, though, we got a new head coach, which, Ben reprimanded me on the text message about it, but I didn't know at the time.
What?
That
I forgot what I said.
Oregon State coach was going to be our coach.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know. Mind you, while that was happening, I was watching the Oregon versus Oregon State game. So
shout out Jonathan Smith.
Yeah.
I think he's a nice guy.
I like him.
I think we need a nice guy.
It's a great hire.
I talked to a Michigan fan of mine, or a Michigan friend who's a Michigan. I talked to a friend who's a Michigan fan.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to a friend of mine who's a Michigan fan.
I have understood since the first thing you said.
Yeah, I know you did, but I just kind of wanted to do it for myself. Yeah. And he said, he was like, Yousef, I think you and the rest of Michigan State need a John Smith to head the program. And I was like, I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm happy.
He was a very likable guy at Oregon State.
Yeah.
And the reason that I know that is because my neighbor's sons both played at Oregon State.
Really?
So that's why I was watching the Oregon State versus Oregon
So you have some
game.
insider information on his character.
Yes, that's why I texted you and was like, oh, my brother said he's going to be the new head coach. And I guess he knew about it already.
So he's a good guy?
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel
That's what we need.
I feel so bad for Oregon State and Washington State. But
Why? What happened to Washington
The
State?
Pac-12.
because
the Pac-12 situation. R.I.P. the Pac-12.
the Pac-12
R.I.P.
disbanding and you leave those two schools out and Oregon State, like, I genuinely think and he said it didn't have anything to do with it, but I don't really buy it. I think if Oregon State had, like, their path in front of them planned out, that he would still be coaching there. He played quarterback there. He turned their program around in, like, 2 years. Like, the guy was Oregon State through and through. And I think if they were still in one of the now Power 4 conferences, he probably would have stayed there. So I feel bad for them.
When you put that all out there, it makes me feel good that he chose to come here.
Yeah.
Barring all that.
I just feel bad for them because, I don't know.
Sucks.
It stinks to lose a homegrown guy like that and get screwed over by the other 10 teams in your conference. Same thing with Washington. I feel bad for Washington State. Their quarterback is getting $1 million NIL offers to transfer out of there because he's a good quarterback and Wazoo doesn't have a conference. So, like, I hate it. I like those schools.
That's crazy. I just saw, though, that speaking of NIL or, like, transfer portal stuff, a lot of MSU people just...
Oh, so many.
We don't have a quarterback.
Yeah. Just got put in the transfer portal.
Me and Ben are QB1 and 2 on the team.
Can you
We still have I think we still have Andrew Scorefire, the guy who's
all I know
he's from DeWitt. He was like not a
all I know
super
is that they better
serious
have
recruit.
one hell of a recruiting class coming in.
Me and Ben
That's the
are
hope.
looking to battle it out for the QB1 spot. It might be the end of our friendship as you know it.
He wasn't
But-
a good quarterback.
See, I'm more of a runner. Yousef likes to operate from the pocket.
I'm a
Not-
Matthew Stafford kind of.
My thing
play
is,
style.
you got to equally be able to run and throw.
We look like we should be hosting a podcast about like stocks.
Stocks and stocks and like furniture, maybe architecture.
Yeah, architecture. Oh,
You
yo, I
look
could
like
actually,
a really
I
good
could,
architect right now.
I could cook on an architecture podcast. Not gonna lie to you. We should do that.
Architecture Water Boys pod. Anyways, what's
any
next on the itinerary?
ways- There's
Well, Yousef.
Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane.
Well, Yousef, your prediction that you stated really early on when we first started this podcast
Yeah, we're gonna have to do like a do.
has come to fruition because I didn't think it would actually happen, but it actually happened.
I didn't think it would actually happen
And
either.
I'm trying to think how he's going to work on this team, and I'm out here going,
I know how it's gonna work.
it's going to be very interesting.
We're gonna see.
You think he's going to disrupt the dynamic of that team?
No,
Or
I think he's gonna take the chemistry up a notch. I think, that's a good question because I think the chemistry of the top line,
I think the chemistry's really working right now.
it is, and I think, I don't think they'll throw him into the fire. That's the thing, as I think they'll work him into it, and I think they'll kind of get him in. I think the key is to just see if the chemistry with DeBrincat is still there, because I feel like that's really why he came. You know what I mean? So like, if that's there, and if his hip is actually like fixed, then man, like Larkin, Patrick Kane, and DeBrincat, that's
It's a nice line.
all American. That's all American. That's amazing right there, and that's something I don't think I would have ever said.
Fans will be equally as receptive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think people are very, very receptive once they see results, especially sports fans. Like, I think everything goes out the window if Patrick Kane comes in and starts to produce. Bottom, like that's it. You know, if he comes in and starts to light up the lamp, then what are people gonna say? There's nothing to say.
How long ago did you predict that?
I don't know. Did I even
Literally,
predict it?
No, yeah, in September. It was like one of the first episodes.
Eustradamus.
Sick.
Like, that's why when I heard it, I was like, oh my gosh, Yousef.
They
Wow.
call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things. Yeah, no. Good. I'm really excited about it because I'll be honest,
I wish you went to the Thanksgiving game so you could have got me that gravy boat Zamboni.
that was pretty cool.
Because I wanted the gravy boat Zamboni.
And no,
What did I miss at the Thanksgiving game? They were giving out gravy boats?
no,
Yes,
the Red
they
Wings
gave out-
one.
Oh, the Red
The
Wing.
Red Wings
Oh.
Thanksgiving game, they gave out mini gravy boat Zamboni.
Like a ceramic Zamboni.
Oh, that would have been
That was a
sweet.
gravy
It-
boat.
it
I would have
was so
loved one of
cool.
those.
I was like, come on.
But this is really cool for me because like Patrick Kane is always like, do you guys have any player that you like you're forced to hate because of the team he plays on? But
Dak Prescott.
But the game, okay, let me keep
Ooh.
going though. But the game he plays is just like you love it. Like you love how like you're like this guy is so good.
Dak Prescott.
Yeah, that's Patrick Kane for me. But it's like hard for me to compare him to Dak Prescott because I hate the Cowboys. But I don't know. No,
Yeah, that's what you're
no, you're right.
describing.
But I don't look at Dak Prescott like Patrick Kane was so good in his heyday,
Dude,
and I don't
Dak
Dak's the
is
truth.
so good recently.
fair enough.
I don't know.
I get what you're
I'll
saying.
think of someone better.
No,
I'll think of
I get
someone
what you're
better.
saying. I get what you're saying.
I'm trying to think of someone. I really
I
can't
don't know.
think.
Like
If it's
Aaron Rodgers type of thing.
yeah,
Like somebody who's on the other side, and you like he's so good, and you hate him because he's so good, and now he's on your side.
Jason Witten.
Like I saw a tweet today where it was like Red Wings fans.
Oh.
Imagine if Zetterberg, Datsuk, or Lindstrom were in a Blackhawks jersey at the end of their careers. Like that's how Blackhawks fans feels, and I can't wrap my head around that.
It's like DeMarco
You're
Murray.
gonna see, what's it?
Yeah.
He was on the Cowboys and then he came over to the Eagles. for a
Exactly.
year.
Is he
It's a
Yeah.
mind trip.
Is he
Yeah.
number 80?
He's number 88.
88. You're going to see a red
We had a-
88 jersey.
We had a number 88 on the team, and he gave it up to Patrick Kane, and he said it's not even a question. He says the
Oh.
best American player of all time.
Oh,
That's
I
sick.
didn't realize you guys already had a player. who was
That's
88.
awesome.
Yep. He changed his number to number 17. Shout out Daniel Sprong.
Oh, wow.
Good guy, Danny.
Well, do you follow the Blackhawks at all?
I do. No, not like I don't follow them, but I know what happened. Like, and I don't think anybody knows what happened, but something happened.
Yeah,
The Corey Perry situation
nothing
is-
confirmed.
Oh yeah, the speculations are crazy.
Don't.
What are the speculations? What do you
I don't know if we can
I don't even
say
think we
the
can dive into those.
speculations.
Oh, is it that bad?
Yeah.
Is it like what's happening to the Thunder?
No.
It's like a Delonte West, LeBron James kind of thing.
Yeah, the rumor is that Corey Perry was entangled with Connor Bedard's mother, but I think those are very quickly coming out to be untrue. I think the truth is that Corey Perry just did something else that was really
Well, if it is the first thing, the Red Wings should sign him.
You think so?
Cause, yeah, man, get in your rival's head.
Yeah.
Have both of their players.
No
have
holds
both of their
bars.
key players.
Yeah,
That's
go
crazy.
get him. But if it's something, yeah, if it's not that, then yeah, probably.
No, but I'm
Figure
curious
out what
to
it
see
is.
what it is when it all is
Comes
said and
out?
done. Yeah.
I wonder if we ever find out.
Part of
Because,
me-
like, we never
will.
got closure on Delonte, if that actually happened or not, I don't think.
That's a good point.
Part of me is the Chicago Blackhawks have been on this like self-sabotage thing for like 2 years straight now, and I just feel like they're just continuing the
It's
journey
good to see.
of self-sabotage so they they keep getting that number one draft pick.
I mean, they already have Bedard. I don't know what else they could want.
I mean,
Yeah, you can't really hit in the draft more than Bedard.
No. No, you can't. Especially in the manner that they did. Where they're like usually not that bad, and then they're that bad one year, and then they win the lottery.
Especially because Detroit only ever moves down. I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
The lottery's rigged.
It is.
The lottery's rigged.
Gary Bettman hates Detroit.
Wait, is the NHL the only one that does lottery?
NBA too.
NBA
It's
also.
also rigged.
It's also rigged. There's no way. Like, the Spurs are bad for 1 year and they get Wemby.
It's the same thing with the Blacks.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
NBA loves Greg Popovich. I love Greg Popovich. Everyone
Me
loves
too. I
Greg
really
Popovich.
like how he told people to stop being mean at Kawhi. I thought that was funny.
Okay, well, we're gonna go into some jersey ratings now because the Winter Classic jerseys came out, and last year the Winter Classic jerseys were between the Bruins and the Pittsburgh Penguins, and the jerseys last year were awesome because I owned Pittsburgh Pirates Winter Classic, the Pirates Pittsburgh Penguins Winter Classic jersey, and they were really dope looking. So, well, this year I think the Seattle one looks very old school.
I have to come and see on Ben's screen.
Oh. Is that Seattle?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, they're actually wearing that? That's not like a concept?
No, this is their actual jerseys.
That's
What do you
pretty
think
sweet.
about that?
I like it.
It is. It's outside the box.
The
Well, that's very old
stripes.
school, like beginning of hockey.
Yeah.
Type of vibe.
Oh, and is that the Vegas one?
Yeah.
Wait, so what about the ones you sent in the group chat? Were those not the actual jerseys?
No, those are the same ones.
The Vegas one looks wildly different.
I like how you say Vegas. Vegas.
Oh,
Vegas?
Vegas.
they might have redid it. No, because
No, the Vegas
Weird
one you
shit.
showed me was like gold and gray almost. Like, this one definitely has more like black and red, I feel like.
let me go on their Instagram because I follow them.
But this one I like more than the one I saw. Because when you sent these in the chat, I was like, I hate Vegas and I like Seattle.
Oh, these are the. Yeah, it was this one.
Yeah. See, I hate that. That looks awful.
Yeah, it was getting that. Wait, Yousef, this is the.
Oh yeah, that looks bad.
Yeah, and it's just like.
I kind of like the logo. It's kind of silly.
You like it? I
The,
do not.
Interesting.
So is that what they're wearing, or is this...
this is what they're wearing. I don't
Oh,
know where
okay.
that came, but this is from the actual.
This is
website,
just like a
though.
Knights concept jersey. I like it, actually.
Yeah, I actually like this one better. I don't
Yeah.
understand why they should go with this one. That's crazy. But anyways, they're playing in a stadium in Seattle, so
Oh, are they playing in... but it's not CenturyLink anymore. Lumen Field?
I believe so.
The Seahawks
Yeah.
Stadium? That's so sweet. I love that field.
They were trying to promote. I know the key reasons they chose these two teams is because they're trying to promote more on the West Coast. Because the Winter Classics have been very East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, hockey's
Sound?
kind of a East Coast
East Coast
centric
dick.
thing. It's hard to do it. I will say it's hard to do a Winter Classic with most of the West Coast teams
It's hard to
being
do
in
when
California or Phoenix.
Yeah, it's kind of like the.
Like, I guess you could do it at the Cardinals domed stadium. I guess they all play in domes, but like, I don't know if it works like that. I don't know if you can do that. What were you gonna say, Yousef?
I know they did one recently.
They did one in Colorado once. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, but it was problematic. I heard.
Denver has winter. Seattle has winter. Los Angeles does not have winter.
No hat.
Yeah, you have a point.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, they wouldn't, I don't think they would do one in Dallas either. Like,
I was thinking about
towards
that.
the east. They would never do one in Miami.
Oh.
Tampa.
I would like to say though,
Carolina.
there's a lot of input because the All-Star week for the NHL this year is in Toronto.
Ooh. They'll love that.
I know, but it's gonna be freezing cold. And
When is NHL All-Star Week?
usually, it's the same. Usually, the week after the NBA one. So it's like
Oh.
near, like Marchish. It's
Yeah,
usually-
NBA is usually, like, I want to say, like, late February to March.
Yeah, it's during that time. But it was in Florida last year, and a lot of people were like, "We like it in warm weather." So when I saw it, that was in Toronto, I was like, "Oh, they're gonna be freezing their butts off."
Yeah, it probably works better in warm weather for All-Star Week. But, like,
'Cause
it's a cold weather sport, man.
People want vacation
Suck it up.
vibe,
Yeah.
though. That's why.
Yeah. But, like, Toronto has a good hockey culture, I would assume,
Yeah, it does.
that you want to give those type of games. All right. Anything else?
Well, that was it for the main portion of this. But your girl bought the ESPN Encyclopedia,
Encyclopedia.
which is random knowledge on all things sports.
Oh, fun. Okay.
So you'll be working as a team
Okay.
for this. So we're gonna redirect this camera so I give a view.
I don't know which one's gonna keep your face in the shot, but I don't really. You don't care. I don't care.
Or we can.
What are we teaming up for?
We're doing a logo based. We're doing a logo based competition. Okay. You gotta think about your NFL logos right now. So,
Always.
okay. Can you name the 7 teams that have yellow in their logo for the NFL?
Steelers, Baltimore, Chargers.
Baltimore.
Rams.
Baltimore has yellow. I swear to God. Baltimore has yellow in their logo. This is I.
The Ravens?
Yes.
The Ravens do not have yellow in their logo. That's gold. That's not yellow.
Oh my God, that's the same color.
That's gold, homie. What's the
Gold is yellow. Yellow is gold.
Packers.
Packers. Okay, whatever. Ravens have yellow. um,
That's gold.
Do the Vikings have yellow?
yeah.
Yes.
That okay.
The hair. The hair is yellow.
I would call it blonde. If we're getting technical
How many do we have?
colors, I think we have 4.
Which ones have you named?
Chargers,
Rams.
Steelers,
Steelers,
Rams,
and
Vikings,
You have 4.
And Packers.
Packers. So the Saints don't count. I'm trying to think. Redskins or Commanders.
That's one.
That's you have one more.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
The Chiefs have yellow. Oh, not in their logo. It's black and red.
And white.
Okay. Cardinals. The beak is yellow.
There you go. Good
job,
job, Ben. How many did you get?
I got a couple.
He got like 4.
Yeah, maybe a couple.
I brought it home. He got us started. I was hung up on Baltimore for a while because that is yellow.
That's like saying no, but if you say that, that's like saying the 49ers logo is also yellow.
Is it really gold? I thought it was like yellow in their logo.
That's gold.
Like-
The Baltimore, that's gold.
Show me.
The Baltimore logo is gold.
It's gold. Okay, whatever.
Anyways, thank you for listening.
Oh, there's no part 2. I thought there was a part 2.
Do you want a part 2? I have the red, white, and blue one. You want to do the red, white, and blue?
What's that?
Like all the teams with red, white, and blue. It's like half the league.
Actually, I think there's only 5 teams.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Titans, Texans.
Wow, you got Titans right away. The girl in
Of course.
The girl in the video, that was the very last one.
Oh, I didn't see the video. Titans, Texans, Patriots, Giants. Texans, Patriots, Giants. There's just one more. Are you gonna get it?
I'm trying.
Okay, I'm trying to. This is
red, white, and blue.
This is incredible radio. Yeah.
Man,
Why can't
my brain isn't processing the Bills.
the Bills?
Bills, there you go.
Oh, okay.
That's a wrap.